Rec League podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 190. Coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram, or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Jackass, Best and Last, which is supposedly the 5th and final installment in the Jackass movie franchise, which leads me to believe that there might be other Jackass content coming in another fashion. I don't know. It stars Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, Preston Lacey, Wee Man, Poopies, Danger Aaron, Dave England, Jasper Dolphin, Rachel Wolfson. It is directed by Jeff Tremaine, who has directed every Jackass movie. And if you've seen one episode of Jackass, you know exactly what the movies are. Nothing else needs to be gone into detail. I treat Jackass kind of like I treat SpongeBob. I don't really watch the show like that, but if a movie comes out, I'll give it some time. The only thing, like, I wasn't able to binge the older movies. Like, I wanted to, I just couldn't find a way to fit in a Jackass binge. And it's just like, again, like, you know what you're gonna get. This being the supposed last movie, there are older clips. There's like, you know, showing love to the legacy. The very first, the way that it's described, the very first thing they ever filmed is what starts off this movie. Like, MTV would never let them show it. So somehow a lot of like never before seen, rarely seen things made it into this movie, according to Johnny Knoxville. Like all the physical stuff. Like I don't know how to, like, punches to the balls, like beating the shit out of somebody, whatever. Like, I was laughing so hard I was crying. All the bodily fluid, nasty human insides on the outside gags, I couldn't watch. I don't have the stomach for that shit. So, like, possibly I only saw like half of this movie. But what I did watch, I was laughing at. I'm not gonna lie to you, being the last movie, I would have liked to have seen newer stuff, newer cast members involved. And it feels like a lot of the newer cast members that got brought in for Jackass Forever got sidelined. I get, like, movies do it all the time. So, like, the last Jackass movie, putting the legacy characters at the forefront, letting them, like, get one last send-off. And that's what this did. It's mostly Steve-O and Johnny and, like I said, the older guys. But man, they showed some funny stuff though. What's the name? I don't know if it was. I think it was Dave England. He was freaking out. Like, he might have got the worst of this movie. Couple celebrities come and go. Adam Ray, Paul Walter Hauser. Just fans, probably friends. That, like, there's not much to really critique or review about a Jackass movie. I laughed at some stuff, I cringed and couldn't watch it other stuff, and that's probably the point of what they were going for. So with all that being said, man, I will say that in my opinion, Jackass Best and Last is almost dope. Have you seen Jackass Best and Last, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. Which of the Jackass movies is your favorite? And I'm gonna say, not like, let's not count Bad Grandpa. For whatever reason, I want to say number 2. I don't know why. I haven't watched any of the other ones since Forever came out. I just put up a review for Supergirl. Last weekend was Toy Story 5. The weekend before that was Disclosure Day. Next weekend, the plan is to watch and review Minions and Monsters at some point. I think Moana is the weekend after that. Rec League podcast over the next couple weekends. The plan is to do a third quarter preview, and then on another episode, hit spoiler discussions for Toy Story, Supergirl, and probably Minions. There's a lot of news too. I don't know. So, like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.